Hi, my online toolbox here, continuing with our education series on how to strategically communicate with your programmer. Previously presented is part 1, 2, and 3. Part 1 was communicating efficiently with email subjects and file details. We've now moved past that to contractor provided content being far superior than generically content writing, as well as the first technical concept was what called XML sitemaps. Now what we're going to do is move into another technical concept called Schema Markup, which isn't bad at all, but it's excellent at helping you better understand how content looks on your website behind the scenes. So what is Schema Markup? Schema, it's a collaborative community effort by a lot of the search engines, Google, Microsoft, Yahoo, to help create, maintain a structured data set on the internet, web pages, email messages, and beyond. And basically, Schema helps tell search engines what your data means, not just what it says. And there's hundreds of markup types, and there's even those dedicated to the contracting industry, which we'll show you in a moment. Little warning is that Schema Markup really improves the way your pages display in search results, but as of yet, there's really no conclusive evidence that this markup method improves rankings, but there are many indications that the search results with extensive what's called rich snippets that's created using Schema will have a better click-through rate. Here's a quick visual. As an example, if somebody went searching for some inbound marketing education, they may find these two results on Google. By the way, this was provided as an example from one of the reference pages we're going to give from Moz in a moment. But here's an example where two results appear, one over the other, but the first one has both the star ratings as well as it has that date. Both of those two components were provided within those pages as part of the Schema Markup, but the second result was a standard text-based title tag and meta description type of result that Google found important, but they show two sets of results differently because of the way the data was set up on those web pages. And here's another quick example in the contracting industry where we have a particular website that we've referenced for a few different reasons. And in this particular case, the physical address on the bottom is displayed, but behind the scenes, let me get to that code, is the Schema Markup saying that this specifically of 5 Biscayne Boulevard is the street address. So even though you see it and know it, we're specifically saying that that text is a street address. You can learn a lot more. Two particular sets of resources. One is schema.org. Here's a particular web page address to find out details, and even further is a particular website address for this particular industry of the contracting industry where you can get a lot of different elements for your website that are specific to general contracting, electrical, plumbing, and so forth. And there's a third resource to go to called Moz. And here's the particular page that we like where it summarizes all of the topics related to Schema. Previously, we were talking about XML sitemaps, and now we're talking about Schema. We would like to reference that a sitemap comes first in your website implementation strategy, and the Schema is part of the evolution once your marketing has evolved. You really want to focus on first getting ranked well, and then you can concentrate on your click-through rates. If you decide to do this yourself, and more than likely your programmer may know about this, but Google even has a tool to help you out. Here it's at the webmaster's location, you could simply enter in a page, which I'm going to do by first, instead of me choosing a local business, which you would do, I'm going to choose my product, and you can just cut and paste a website address, which I'll do now. And I'll choose this class that many of you are associated with when reading this. And what happens is immediately the page comes up, and if you notice on the top right hand corner, Google sees that you've entered a page, and now it's asking you to choose the data or the content within your website so it could help you decide what is the exact code that will be compliant with the Schema philosophy. So I'm going to quickly go to bottom here and highlight my online basic website marketing educational class. Tell Google that it's a description. And then what you do is right up on the right hand side, there is a spot that says create the HTML. And look at that. Immediately, Google comes in and says, here is the text that I've highlighted, and here's the exact code that it wants me to include in my website to make it become schema compliant. So we now have hit 4 steps in becoming better proficient with your programmer: communicating efficiently with the emails, providing them better content, understanding the structure of the website pages with the XML sitemap, and now looking at the data more analytically using what's called Schema Markup. We'll be back in a moment to say more, but for those of you who are sharing this video external to the classes we provide, you may be considering a brand new website, responsive web design, where your site is cosmetically appealing to the different types of devices out there, whether desktop, tablet, or smartphone, and you want to implement the primary SEO topics, search engine optimization topics, in order to be found in the first place. This is my online toolbox offering both basic, advanced, and diamond marketing consulting for a marketing plan. Please reach out to us if we could help you any which way in your marketing efforts to generate more business for your contracting company. Thank you.